Hello, everyone. Well, again, this is something that's going on in other people's bubbles, and it's up to you whether or not you let it affect your reality. I believe that each one of us can live our own reality without allowing that other stuff that's other people are experiencing in their world without it coming into ours. I think if we live our life each already without trying to do any harm to anybody or anything, and we believe that all is going to be good for us, that's what will happen. But here's something that somebody's reality out there, the governmental reality, that they one state so far has put into motion. Now, you can either let this affect your world or not let it affect your world. Now, it won't affect my world because all of that stuff let me. Oregon, the state of Oregon, has proposed legislation, but they had to take a vote on it from the people of Oregon. They had to have enough votes to put it into legislation to pass this bill. And they got the signatures. While they're in the process of analyzing whether all these signatures are authentic. They only needed so many signatures to put a law in to Congress, to put a bill in to pass it. And they got 100, I believe, 122,000 signatures to do it. Now, you can look this up online because I went in and I looked it up and I read it. I didn't copy it or anything like that. Now, I could go back in and do it again, but you all need to do it. If you want to know, be prepared, is what I'm saying. Be prepared that you don't allow it into your reality. And if it does come into your reality, I want you to be prepared in another way that it doesn't affect you. Now, here's what Oregon is proposing to its citizens. And it's all underneath the act of do not abuse animals. So, what they're proposing is, and mind you, they got 122,000 signatures to go ahead and put it in to the legislation to make this bill to pass it. Now, of course, there's still a long ways to go. They have to authenticate the signatures to make sure they're all real people that voted to go ahead and do this. And so, what it is now, grip onto your armchair, grip wherever you're sitting, grip and grip hard, because I can tell you right now that a lot of you are just gonna go sky high. But you don't have to allow that into your reality, but not the way you think. First of all, are you a hunter? Do you like to fish? And I'm sure a lot of you, and of course, slaughter animals to eat. Well, Oregon is and so I forget who it was that brought the bill up, the legislation, the idea in order to get signatures. I don't know. I didn't even bother reading all that, but it is a thing, and you can Google it. And but they want to put a law against hunting, fishing, catching animals, and killing them for whatever. Slaughterhouses, slaughtering animals to eat. And this one I don't quite understand. And a ban against farming. In other words, you can't have your own little farm to grow your own vegetables and stuff like that. And they're going to call that farming, by the way. So, and it's all underneath the act of being abusive to animals. Now, I don't understand how farming your own food would be abusive to animals. But somehow, somewhere, some way, somebody is trying to figure out a way to stop people from having their off-grid home, going out and hunting their own food, and fishing for their own food. I don't know, but that's what Oregon has started. Now, if that passes in Oregon, then it's going to be against the law in Oregon to go out hunting for your own food, going out hunting, period. And I think that's going to entitle two different things. What that'll bring into effect another situation the way I see it. So no hunting of any kind, no fishing of any kind, and no slaughtering animals to eat. So that means the slaughterhouses will be gone. And again, I alliterate that it's under the act of a law against being abusive to animals. And then along with that is it's going to be farming is going to be banned. So we will be under the thumb, not us, yeah, that'd be Oregon. People in Oregon will be under the thumb of whoever supplies the food to them or wherever. I don't know what the effects will be with people that will allow that into their reality. I don't know. But watch for it. Go look it up and watch to see whether or not it passes. But if it does pass in Oregon, you know it's going to come to other states. And it just might be, though, that there's going to be states that, no, they're not going to go for that. And they might separate from the United States of America and become their own little country. I don't know. But there's a lot of things that are happening in other people's worlds because in the people that proposed this bill in Oregon are in their own little world, their own little bubble. And that's what they want in their world. So in order to have that in their own world, then they have to broadcast it and bring it to other people's worlds. So if it comes to my state, it's not going to affect me at all because I don't hunt, I don't fish, I don't go out there, and I quit buying meat. Now every once in a while, I will go to like McDonald's or someplace like that, or Wendy's, and have some chili that has meat in it, which I'm working on getting rid of that, period. I'm working on trying to want to cook at home, have fruits and vegetables at home. My potatoes, I cook my potatoes, and but I don't hunt, therefore I don't have a gun. I don't fish. I don't have any fishing equipment. I don't have to go out and buy a fishing license. And so I'm thinking that it may even, since they're going to ban hunting, they're going to feel that people no longer need guns. And that's going to be a way for them to confiscate people's guns. That's a whole gun thing, a whole gun law that is going to eventually get incorporated into this, is what I'm thinking. Because there are a lot of people that the places are getting shot up because people have their own guns. So I believe that's going to all coincide with each other in one way or another. Sometimes they have to do this to be able to get rid of this. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, it's probably like been a plan now for quite some time. Like when they started having lab grown meat to get rid of the killing and the slaughterhouses and animal abuse. Um, it's all like connected. So now they've got the lab grown meat going, and they have started selling some of that in the stores, and no animal was killed to do that. So, but Oregon has started the ban against hunting and fishing and farming and slaughterhouses. So you can either let that affect your world or not, which it won't affect mine because I just soon they didn't kill animals anyway. I don't see the point. I mean, nowadays we do not need a lot of things that we think we need to live a good life. And but that's just my opinion. And so I just like I said, I don't let high gas prices bother me because I have dwindled down my wanting to go do certain things that takes gas for me to get there. I can enjoy my life right here for the most part. Now I do like getting out and driving and stuff, and I do go to the grocery store here and there. Um, but I don't buy a whole bunch of groceries. I don't buy meat. Um, I've been trying to stick with fruits and the frozen vegetables that I cook in with my potatoes. Uh, and once in a while, I go out and grab something as meatless as I can buy and still be healthy for me at like Wendy's. Or, I get milkshakes and stuff like that. So, but I've been incorporating my own life in a sense where I'm comfortable, I'm happy, I'm content without people slaughtering animals, abusing animals, without having a bunch of pesticides, different things like that, that I'm happy and I'm content with. And I don't know what other people in their own world that their agenda is, but sometimes it seeps through to other people's worlds. And stopping hunting and fishing and slaughterhouses and farming is going to disrupt a lot of people's lives because that's what they've already incorporated into their life. They like to hunt. They like to fish. They like to just hunt to kill the conquest of the animal. And they like their guns. So it's going to intrude on a lot of people's lives, folks. So what I'm saying in preparing that it doesn't affect you, stop that stuff now. Stop going out and hunting just to hunt. Stop going out and hunting game to eat and kill animals. Just stop it. Stop going out and fishing and standing there for hours just to catch a fish to kill it. Just stop it. Enjoy your life without death in it. Because I don't care what anybody says. We were told a long time ago in the scriptures, which is, in my mind's eye, a guideline for us to live by. Thou shalt not kill. And a lot of people dwindle that down to, well, murder. No, it means murder, killing, period. That's what killing is. Choose life is what we were told from the very beginning. Choose life. Well, what does that mean to choose life? It means do not kill. It don't mean just people. It means everything. Don't kill anything. So if we get that out of there right from the get-go, these new laws that they're putting into place won't affect us any. It's just that plain and simple. So, but that's my news for today, folks. Watch for it. Google Oregon's new ban that they're putting into legislation. Watch to see whether or not it passes. That's all I'm saying. But I'm also saying, be prepared for the stuff that's coming. Just don't do that stuff. And you'll be all right. Remember, a merry heart doeth good like medicine, but a broken spirit will dry up your bones, and you won't give a F about anything. And as you believe in your heart, that's what you will be. And if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right either way. It's your choice. I say choose life.